plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Bang out, bam.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. This defense for the Cardinals, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, They really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Walker now at 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Seahawks 7, Cardinals 0. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
They're on 45-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, it's Walker. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 24-yard line.
Running left is Walker. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Third down and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Check. Rig alert. Street. Chap 60. 60 Bobcat. Ready for last
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now it's Lockett. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lions. Go.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll look to throw again. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. 25 yards that time.
That's good for the Cardinals. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Second and 4. Over the middle, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he's going to be held down inside the 20 at the 15. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. It's caught, left side, Bolden. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10, escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert.
And Walker once more. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On second down, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Finally pulled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Down the sideline he goes. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, smash. Left wing 19.
He'll look to throw. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
19 tight. 19 tight. 19 light.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Murray's got to have this one. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Crater on to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. B.J. Ojulari able to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And going right back to Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gun check time on both sides. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Cardinals 24. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
79 Broncos. 70 range. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. Fitzgerald's got it right side.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Back at 60.
They'll look to throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Cougar 19. Chap 60. Chap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Take over.
Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18.
He's back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lion. Go straight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Finish in this one, Charles. This group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Seahawks, they finished.